now it's now their time to shine, it's their time to play, and then now game face on. It's like shake hand, smile, game face.
You know what? I can compare this to when I was in kindergarten and I had to do a theater show, right? I think it's actually worse when you have to wait through the entire day and wait and everyone performs and then now it's your turn, everyone's going to judge you. I don't know why. They have their smiles, so that means they're confident, going into the game. They both think they can win.
It could be like the win is finally over. I am ready to show what I've been waiting for the whole day. We have seen all the rest, and now it's like it's finally lifeline. It's finally the shining star
Time
moment.
to become the shining star. I was thinking of another word, I couldn't come up with it.
We always leave the best for the last, right?
Exactly.
But will it be Tyrants or
XD?
Will it
Well,
be XD?
You know my answer.
Yeah, we all know. You wanted to watch. You wanted to watch them. Very creepy, by the way, Peach.
No, not creepy. I mean, they were
The way you said it, you were like, I want to watch them. Maybe not with that tone, but
Someone serial killers are based on.
creepified it for me.
I have kind of, just to hype it up a little bit. Let me give you guys a little bit of a history. Not so much stats. Again, I don't want to disturb whatever our statman Pseudo does. But looking at the history of both of these teams, throughout the regular season, of course, Team XC not so much of a good performance compared to the Tyrants. However, Team XC is the team with the more history when it comes to just the organization itself. In December 2016, if I'm not mistaken, they were formed. Whereas Tyrants, that is up here right now, August 2017. Why don't you tell us about the key players, Peach?
Well,
Sorry, the players in general.
Aeon, Ming, Xian, Ken, Swan, and Obi. Obi, our top Odette player, right? And I mean, I've only managed to see him play Odette once or twice.
Right,
And
not so many times.
Yeah, it is quite amazing. I would say Tyrants, they were also the one who introduced us to the Zask meta. So I am expecting to see something spectacular today.
Oh yeah, just watching the Tyrants.
I mean, we have not seen Odette come through.
Yeah.
Having Odette can be part of the meta that's here. We do like mages, we do like bursty mages, and Odette is definitely one of them that can be selected. So we're gonna see. In fact,
speaking of
the
Odette,
key player,
Here we have.
of course,
Peach,
take it away.
Pseudo can't tell this.
Exactly.
That's why, Obi Odette, he is a great player.
Of course.
But can we see it on that today though?
To be honest, I do want to see it happen. It is going to be the first one that we see in the playoffs, in the finals. Maybe it comes out with a Johnson Odette. You never know. We did see
that is deadly.
Yeah, we did see a great Johnson play in the previous match. If you guys missed it, it was by Mesa V. We gave it a 5-star. And yeah, this Odette, you said that it came out a few times during the regular season. How was the performance?
There were successful ones.
I believe there was 2 games played with Odette. The first one really shocked because it was really aggressive. The second one was still a positive score, however, wasn't as impactful because you also had other power, house team members that were carrying. But still, was an impressive performance nonetheless in both of these games.
But we do have to remember something about Odette. Odette, when she ults, she does need protection and all that.
She needs cover.
Yes.
Right, and now we got Team XC up on here. Pseudo, do you want to take this one?
Sure. Team X is made up of Izanagi, Bob, Neo, Papa, Labu, and Unta. 6 of them form up the team.
Right.
Farhan, you have a little bit of tidbit of information about them, don't you?
Yeah, so Neo was the one that actually managed to stay from the oldest lineup until now, and then he managed to invite Papa to join the team, and then slowly everyone else. So we know that Neo is the captain, but based on what I know, Papa is kind of the strategist of the team. He's the one who comes up with the strategies. And speaking of strategies, what kind of play style do we usually see from Team XD?
XD has come up with an evolution throughout the gameplay. So throughout the 7 weeks of playoffs, as they went up against different opponents, they have sort of always been finding their play style and how they have been doing things. Here we have a key player, Neo, that has been recently playing a lot more Angela. And in fact, that is true towards most of the teams. They all have been picking up Angela throughout the time that's here. In fact, this is only one of the 2 supports ever picked up, herself and Rafaela.
Right.
So very much on trend at this point, and we're going to see how much of Angela focus will they bring forth. If the key player is already having Angela and all that, I'm sure that strategist has already thought of a few different ways to get around it.
But I mean, you have to focus on the fact that Angela has also been one of the most contested today. So
Yes.
there is obviously a chance of it getting banned from the Tyrant side. But what do you guys think? Do you think Tyrant will actually go out and ban Angela, or are there more important heroes for them to focus on, like Martis, that has been, I think, arguably, Statman, correct me if I'm wrong, the most contested?
I would say yes, I would definitely agree. Martis has been the most contested of today. However, we've also seen successes and failures on Martis. So which means that even though he is highly contested, his win rate isn't as impressive.
Yeah.
This is also because he is new and there are faults that can be found with him. The playstyles aren't exactly the most polished it can be, unlike for instance the very first match that we saw with Say that it was pretty stellar. The rest of the times, a little bit his, a little bit of miss.
Yeah, I have to agree with that. But going with Tyrants, I think they are a very confident group, a very confident team. So I want to see their best heroes perform today instead of trying to stop XD from using what they're good at and whatsoever.
Focus on themselves.
Yeah.
But I also have to say that as much as yes they do have certain picks that they're more comfortable in moving throughout this, if they want to really go up strongly, against Tyrants, they need to be able to play mind games and win the counter pick situation in a picks advance.
That is very true.
If not, I think Tyrants will take away the game. If you don't, manage your drafting well, Ornette starts to slip in, Harley starts to slip in, it could prove too much of an uphill battle for them.
Well, that's true. But then again, we do know Uta is one of the top Lapu Lapu players, right?
We also found, mixed Lapu Lapu's, performance here in playoffs and during the regular season as well. His Lapu Lapu has been shut down multiple times.
Yes, that is true. But well, we'll see what happens later. We also have Papa, which is the top Lancelot player.
We also have Lancelot, we also have Karina's within their lineup. So they do have a few different options for them to be selecting from. I'm actually curious to see, will there be a respect ban by Tyrants for either Lapu Lapu or Karina, which we saw regularly happen during the 7 weeks.
Season?
Yeah.
What I want to focus on, again, correct me if I'm wrong, Tyrants sometimes do go for the tri-lane.
I think that's just very.
We have seen it once or twice, however, not all the time. What they tend to do is also rotation into a push, not like a main stick.
Because we did see a tri-lane today as well. So I'm guessing if it comes back, will it be successful or not? The one that we saw today was the previous match, wasn't it? IDNS?
Yeah,
IDNS, and it did work out for them.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking if the Tyrants pull it off, will it be as good as the IDNS? Because you were watching the match just now.
Yes, I was. But also to talk about like the sort of tri-lane, like the trio meta in a lane, IDNS has been doing this multiple times.
Right.
They always used to do this, allow Jason Cole on Belmont to split
Yes.
push, and I think they're just more comfortable in that sort of play style, the amount of pressure that they can apply.
Exactly.
Well, and even when they got pressured, they knew very well how to handle the situation and not let them slip in.
Right.
I would say it's also more sort of a gamble to do a tri-lane
It is,
meta.
definitely.
Because the moment you do that, if that lane fails, you are far behind. Or if your solo lane fails out, you need somebody to rotate immediately.
Yeah.
So
Or
it is a bigger
technically
gamble.
sharing the gold when you try laning.
Exactly.
Of course, the other two heroes on the other side will get more. But again, the MM mostly is in the tri-lane with Tyrants. I think that
They
few times.
normally do protect it out. They want to make sure that LY4 is getting the kills, getting as much support as needed. Then you have, for instance, during the regular season, Belmont is simply pushing, trying to find the attention. You have WQXT that's on Harley, normally in the mid, they're stealing it away. This time around, we didn't see the same sort of composition, but we saw echoes of the same strategy being pulled out.
Right. And in the meantime, I just want to mention the fact, since you're doing your stats, I'll give you a little bit of time. If you guys hear any noises from our side, specifically sledgehammer noises, it's because we have okay, there it goes. We have a few activities down here at Wanutama, Malaysia. Make sure you come down. Doesn't matter if you're in Penang, Kuantan, Perak. Come on, give me more states. Port Dickson, Perhentian. Doesn't matter where you're from in Malaysia. Even if you're in Indonesia or Singapore, come down here no matter what, tomorrow and Sunday.
In fact, we do have some people from Indonesia that are visiting us, and someone here that we met during a little bit of a break. We also have, players like, for instance, Ulala here.
Hey, Wulala, how you doing?
Hey.
Yeah, again, doesn't matter where you're from. Make sure you come down to Wanutama. Come here, hang out with the Statman Pseudo. You have to change your name to Statman. Like it's a cool name. There you go. You can see the activities over there. I don't think anyone's using the sledgehammer now, but I swear to God, every time the cameras,
somebody's about to do it.
yeah, the moment they take off the camera, someone's like, bam, kicking it.
So to do it after that. So I have some stats for you guys.
Back to the Statman Pseudo. Let's go.
Sure. Okay, so in the previous game, well, we saw IDNS obviously win both of the games. The goal difference between the first game was 13,758.
Okay, that was
and that was in 9 minutes and 31 seconds.
Okay.
The second game, here we want to say.
Oh, we have a
Statman,
lady.
you gotta wait up. Are we gonna see the sledgehammer go?
While we see that happen,
Are we
the
gonna
second game was a difference of 15,000.
Yes.
All right,
Oh,
Lolita,
do it.
here we go.
You can do it.
Come on, Lolita.
We are
Come on,
cheering
let's
you
go. Come on,
on.
everybody, cheer for her. Let's go.
In 3, 2, 1.
Oh,
that was
200.
nice.
Yeah, good effort.
It was, I think, better than you, Peach, on the first round. I think
Hey.
you went up to 100 on the first time.
That was a slip.
Okay, I'm sorry. I was not supposed to disclose that. I know it was confidential information, but just for the sake of it, it's all right.
Just for the sake of it, yeah.
Come on, I went up to 300 the first time. It's all right. Yeah, I didn't want to say that either, but Statman Pseudo, you were talking about the last match.
Yep, so in the last match, we saw that it was 9 minutes 31 seconds and 11 minutes and 2 seconds. The goal difference only minorly changed by 2,000. And although that may seem like a lot, comparing to the previous games that have been happening today, it meant that IDNS SG took longer to close out, and it wasn't so close. They should have grown that lead a lot further. The average time, roughly in my head, throughout the games today, because we had the previous match, 9 minutes 30 seconds, 11 minutes and 2 seconds. The game before that was 12 minutes and 8 seconds, followed by 12 minutes and 29 seconds. And the very first matches of the day were 9 and 8 minutes.
Well, I mean,
so everything really, if you narrow it down, is somewhere around that 10:30 to 11-minute mark.
Yeah.
And those are really fast games, faster than we expected it to be.
That is definitely correct, and I think
now they're going to ruin my stats by playing like 35-minute game, and then be like, oh right, okay, we're back to like 20 minutes.
Just to mess it up.
Just to mess it
Just
up,
mess
exactly.
it up. But what do you think is actually the reason for all of these fast-paced games? Is it because of the meta changing? Is it because of the assassins, the mage meta?
As much as that I think is true, I think teams here are also feeling a lot of that pressure. That they aren't fully comfortable on this new stage that they're at. I don't know if communication is perhaps maybe at their very best. They've been building it up among themselves, that they can do it, they can do it. And then now when they're actually executing the gameplay, how much time are they taking to take a short breath, rethink the strategy, and re-strategize? We have not seen a team launch a comeback. It's sort of been like this initial slide and then an avalanche down towards the end. And that's, I think, the most credit for why the times are so short.
And it's not just, that is definitely correct, but I also think it's a matter of a region. It comes to other games as well. When it comes to other MOBAs, I've seen the Southeast Asian region is usually really aggressive. And I think it's the fact here as well. The stronger teams, you see how aggressive they are. The moment they find a little crack, they go and take as many kills as they can. Of course, they focus on objectives as well. But for them, kills is also a plus point.
Well, who doesn't like kills?
I mean, that is true. That is true.
That is absolutely
That
true.
is definitely true. But I mean, it's just the way that it contributes to the fact that the games close up faster.
I think the other thing as well is the fact that these are the top teams going up against the bottom teams. So they are the biggest disparities that are going. So it's seemingly more one-sided. And tomorrow the winner bracket games should be a lot longer. It should be a lot closer, a lot more competitive.
Even
as
in
well
the
as
loser bracket,
as well. I think loser brackets might be even more so.
I would actually dare to say that the loser bracket games are going to be more interesting.
Yeah.
Some of them. Because they're going to see fighting for their lives.
When you say interesting, what sort of elements do you think will be involved in it?
Because they will literally fight for their lives in this tournament.
Well,
because
I think it's going to be a whiff of desperation.
Yeah,
exactly. And to be, that's not a bad word, Like, when teams are desperate, it means they just willing to do whatever it takes.
That's exactly what I wanted to say. You're gonna see picks and bans that you might have never seen before.
Yeah, you want to go all out because it is your very last
I think
chance.
people are going to make a lot of riskier plays, like they would have not gone to, because it's like, you know what, hands up in the air, it has to work.
Well,
if it's not, we're going to lose anyhow.
Yeah.
Might as well take that extra bit of risk.
Just go big or go home, you know, do
So-
or die.
And that turns out to be either a very big bad mistake or something that people are gonna cheer for and talk
I
about
think
on
nonetheless,
Facebook.
people are always going to be cheering. It's going to be filled with
Yeah.
emotions of like either disappointment that it did not quite work, especially when we saw the first bit earlier in the first game when LY4 died out.
Yep,
He-
yep,
He's
yep.
been
That
known
was-
for having such impressive KDA. When he lost that, everybody here, had that like
Moment.
a bit of like a cheeky smile moment because
We didn't expect that, but
yeah,
why
exactly,
not?
it happens. Or as they're going out and getting multiple kills, we saw Rush do that on Harley.
Oh, that was I
triple
think
kill.
crazy.
And I think we're going to see more of that happen as teams start to prove themselves.
Well, I want to see a mirror match. Rush and WQXP on Harley.
Oh yeah.
Unfortunately, this is not quite classic, so we cannot quite have that.
I do want to see that. I mean, imagine a show match like that. That would be cool.
I think that would be cool.
Yeah. The Battle of
I
Harleys.
wish there would be just 10 Harleys, like everybody.
Oh
like,
my
10
god.
Harleys.
That would be like onion rings.
Yeah,
all
just like
over the place.
rings all over the place and like
That's
cars
like
everywhere.
our ring tosser, like we're just throwing everything all over the
Actually,
place.
you know what? Maybe after tonight we can go try out that game and then see who's the best real life Harley.
Sure.
I mean, you proved to be the best Minotaur.
I have the best rage.
You have the best rage, but are you the best Hardy? We'll find out, and we'll tell you by tomorrow when you come back for the lower brackets.
And then on Sunday we'll find out who's the best marksman or clint, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That. I think I proved myself to be the best. I even shot from here. You were
You,
not.
you
well,
cheated.
How did I cheat?
You cheated.
Why?
You were supposed to shoot at the bull's eye, but you shot at Lin.
Oh yeah, that is true. I did shoot him. Yeah. But he's a target too. I mean, like he was in my way.
That is true.
Yeah. See,
I will give you that one.
Thank
I
you
will
so
give
much.
you that
Thank you. See, I get the Clint, you get the Minotaur, and you got
one. The Harley.
maybe. We'll see.
Really now? Okay, fine.
Which do you prefer?
Well.
Minotaur. She wants the Minotaur. She was trying so hard to learn it from you. Oh.
We
Hi,
have one of the Malay casters is over here. This is Adam from Spartanic Entertainment.
Can you wave? Can you wave? Hello.
Oh yeah. Adam, give us your rage face. Okay, he's gone now. It's alright.
Dude, I don't know if you know about this, but in MSC last year, Adam was called on stage.
Oh, and what happened?
And
Ah.
he had to do one
Look,
of the
he's looking at
champion.
us.
right over there.
He had to do one of the champion poses.
And who?
Guess which one he did?
Uh.
It begins with an R. He did Ruby. With,
What?
Yes, he did a Ruby action figure, action movement with legs in the air, tucked behind him and everything. So tomorrow, just as you start off the show,
I know who
exactly
to bring
to
up
pull.
on stage, Adam. You're gonna be my target, Adam. And
Because if Angel couldn't do Aurora and you were doing Nana, I'm
Yep.
sure he can repeat himself and do a Ruby.
you know what?
He's a pretty good
You guys
Aurora.
need to suggest a hero to me. If not Ruby, who else can I go with?
Angela.
Angela?
Yeah.
Would you go with
He has
Angela?
this thing, he's going on and on about who's the better Angela, Let him show what
Us. Who's
he
the
is.
best
We
Angela?
also have Danielle here.
Dana Lee. And if you guys didn't know, Dana Lee and Pinda are actually on the stage, usually between the breaks, intro and outro, and they'll be giving away stuff. Lucky draws are happening. That is why we urge you that come down here to Wanatama, Malaysia, because this is the place you get free stuff, man. You get skins, shirts, lots of other stuff.
I want the
I know
shirt.
there's hoodies, and I want a hoodie.
No, you're not gonna get hoodies.
Oh
Sorry.
my god. Why? Why not?
Faraz, why are you being evil towards
Because
us?
you have to win the Clint game. And I am the master of the Clint game.
Alright, so you're the gatekeeper of hoodies.
Yes.
Everybody here, you just found out. Faraz is going to give out hoodies if you can beat him in the Clint game.
Yes, I agree with that. I agree. Anyone? I don't see any hands.
Well, it's
No
very easy to beat Faraz in the
All you
game.
need to do is tie his hands behind his back.
Come on, we're not gonna go that far, are we? I also want to mention the photo booth. If you guys are here and missed that, there is a loading screen, full loading screen photo booth, 5 people. So you can come here with your squad, as you mentioned, take the coolest photo possible, use the hashtag MPL MYSG. And what do you get, Pseudo?
You get a permanent Argus skin if it's the most creative, so you need to show your creativity. that's there. Now, we actually have a little bit of a plan to make sure that we are going to win it. Because the casters actually have a team as well, and we competed in tournaments. It's called Casters Plus One, and we are going to do that right after
Okay,
the
and
show.
can you show me your pose? What kind of pose are you gonna go
No,
with?
we're not going to let people see our creative poses.
Just you.
No!
No, he's our main highlight. How can we expose our key to winning?
So he's like your captain or something?
Yeah.
Okay, Peach,
Yeah.
can I see your pose?
No.
Thank you.
I can describe to you her pose. It's
Okay.
very much like Aurora. She will be horizontal.
I'm
Okay.
sure you've seen pictures of me as Aurora.
I have not.
Oh my god.
Clearly, Faraz did not do his research.
I did not.
You know the couch that's in the studio, the brown one.
Oh, okay, I have seen them. Oh,
Yeah.
yes. I think Lynn that actually put it up on one of your podcasts.
Yes.
I've seen that photo. I've seen, okay, yeah, we're gonna imitate that.
Yeah, all
Is
I'm
that-
missing is just my fox ears.
Yeah, no worries, we'll get that.
Like
Mr.
those
Mark.
Alright,
You can
dicks.
get him.
Okay.
You can get him, right?
It's from Ikuto, so I'll have to ask him later.
Yeah, Ikuta has the weirdest cosplay.
We don't even want to go there.
Yeah, we don't want to go
We
there.
should
Like,
not go there.
if you guys want to see some of his cool cosplays, there is a Malay cast going on right now. All you have to do is switch the region, and you can check out. And Lynn and Ikuto are casting at the moment right now as well. I wonder what they're talking about. Because we're talking about them. I don't know what they're talking
We'll
about.
try to. Let me try to.
Listen.
Yeah.
Okay.
But eavesdrop.
Yeah. What are they talking about?
They're keeping it very low.
Okay.
They're
All
most
right.
likely talking about us.
Yeah. I hope so. All right. I think the players are getting prepared once again. This is going to be Tyrants and
Yeah,
Team
it looks
XZ.
like it.
Yeah. Suno, do you think we should do another cheer, see who supports who?
I think we'll let the players like count now, and then once just as they're ready, we'll like
Yeah, okay.
we'll get
And
it all
even
the way
maybe
up there.
we can even do it after the first.
I am gonna ask you an interesting question.
Okay,
So,
you and your interesting questions.
tomorrow we have 6 matches.
All right.
That's
okay.
a lot. That's
Yep.
2 more than today.
Yep,
So
that
it's
is
gonna
correct.
be a long day of matches. You know?
Yep.
Fingers crossed, toes crossed that there's gonna be no technical delays for
I
any of it.
I will meet the god tonight. Don't worry. I will talk to him.
Right? But in the very first one, we see TSYN going up against MYE.
That is correct.
Oh, the match of the century once again.
Repeated itself like super early.
Yep.
You know, that step, right? And I believe that's the very first match. of the
That
day
is
as
gonna
well.
be the on top, yes. But if I'm not mistaken, we're gonna start the day with the loser
No,
bracket.
that's right. It's the loser bracket first. So let's talk about that. It's going to be Louvre SG going up against
Mystic Burden.
Mystic
Burden.
Burden. Predictions. Or what
Honestly-
can we expect at least?
Honestly, I would have to go with Louvre SG. Because
Okay.
I would go with Louvre SG. The reason is because watching
Are
both of
you
these.
Like, are you supporting the Singaporean team? Is that
Yeah. I mean, no. Again, this is not based on any bias. This is
the
based on.
Malaysians will take you when they fought you?
Please don't, guys. I'm just talking about based on the stats. Based on the stats that he has provided me with.
Okay.
Okay, no, it's just purely based on the games today. I'm not even looking at the regulars. Oh, Mr. Koken, how you doing?
Can
Oh
you
yeah,
wave?
I think he can hear us. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
he's
looking at us.
actually looking at us.
Yeah,
physically, that's
yeah.
right.
So this is based on purely the games today. Louvre SG went up against the strongest team today out of the lot. The easiest games were for Eurasia Saiyan. Louvre SG went up against them. Yes, they lost quickly, but I don't think they lost miserably. You know how it's again they went up against the strongest team. However, on the other hand, Mystic Burden was much closer when it comes to paper against MYA. But they also lost.
They were 4th and 5th. That's
Yeah,
right.
they lost 2-0, and it was, I would say, not. It was as bad as the first round. It was longer. I don't remember how long the games were.
Yeah.
12 minutes, around 12 minutes,
Yeah,
right?
it was 12-8
Yeah.
and 12-29.
But it was a 2-0. At least I expected one game from Mystic Burden.
Yeah.
So, watching both of these games, I believe Louvre SG has what it takes to actually win over Mystic Burden.
So do you think Mystic Burden might be a little tilted?
Yeah, definitely.
Alright.
Definitely. I'm not saying they're a weaker team. It's just based on what I saw
What you
today.
saw today. That's fair.
I think that tomorrow Louvre SG has what it takes to come back, bring something unpredictable, and maybe win over Mystic Burden. Maybe it will not be a clean sweep. It will not be a 2-0.
I expect it to be at least a 1-5.
Yeah.
Beach, do you agree with potentially stealing away that series? Because that's really important. That will knock somebody out of the
I'm
tournament?
actually on Mystic Burden.
How dare you?
Ah.
How dare you, Peach? How dare you?
Anything to go against you for us.
Okay.
I feel like I should hide away
Why
from
so
this.
much hate? No. Actually, now it's your turn to see are you on Peach's side or on my side. Before you start,
I'm on the side of numbers.
okay, Sandman. I just want to mention this fact that actually I forgot what I wanted to say. You know what? How about we go with your vote first? Who do you think is going to take this one?
So if I'm looking purely at the numbers of what was achieved, we do see that Louvre total goal was 18,000 and 14,000 in the games. Mystic Burden was 28 and 28, so they still are able to farm and get, their goal
But there were longer games if you
by
consider
only
it that way.
4 minutes. If you're talking about 4 minutes and developing to twice the amount of goal that you were having from 14 to 28, that's a lot.
That is a lot of goals.
There is a lot of goal in there. So just looking from a pure numbers point of view, can Louvre bring it into their late game? It looks like the more efficient team in terms of, goal, which means lane presence and objective taking, is Mystic Burden.
Yep.
I actually remember the point that I wanted to say. The reason also that I think Louvre SG will take this one is because, again, towards the end of the regular season, they were the one who managed to sneak back inside the top 8.
Well, to talk about that bit, as much as they were able to sneak into the top 8, that's a far cry from where Mystic Burden was. Because if you're looking at the how many wins that they got, like you have that stat up.
Right here.
Mystic Burden won 11
11
out of
games.
18 games.
And
Louvre won 5 out of 18 games. So as much as, yes, they managed to get into the top 8, which is an achievement in itself, it's a bit of a far cry compared to the third ranking.
But if you remember, papers lie sometimes. Sometimes. You mentioned it yourself.
Papers can't cheat.
Yeah, you come in with the stats, and then suddenly it turns out to be different. And that's what I'm hoping happens. I hope that happens because Louvre SG...
you're more than just hoping. You're putting your bet on
I'm putting
this
my
already.
bet. I'm putting my life, Louvre SG. You better win. Come on, yo. Everyone's heard me now. I can't take my bet back. All right? But it was against NY3 that they managed to sneak back into the top 8. And NY3 is quite a strong team. And I think they have what it takes. That's the end of it for me. Oh, hello. Don't be so shy. Josette, don't be so shy. Because she's shy.
Well, she has cat ears, so if she lies horizontally, she can be Aurora.
Aurora.
Peach or Aurora? I thought Peach was Aurora.
Well,
So
she can
technically...
be
She can be
Aurora
Aurora
for today.
too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Many people can be Aurora.
Okay.
Aurora doesn't.
You want to be Aurora?
I can be Aurora.
Okay.
You saw the sneaky pictures.
Yeah.
Wait till you see my Aurora pictures. No, let's not go there.
No, let's not go there right now. You know what? If there's any... Let me see. Who would you be the best cosplay as if you were to cosplay? I think you would do a good... Peach, help me out here.
What? How can I help you?
What kind of cosplay would best suit
Actually,
him?
how can I help you?
How can I... Yes, and you have the whole earphone thing on. How can I help you today?
I'm sorry. Well, we've talked about how
That is true.
Justin
Okay, you're laughing. I don't know what's going on.
Belmont.
Balman. Is it because of the whole sledgehammer thing?
No, it was before that. Like, this is already my strength. So, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
What
no,
about me?
another one. Probably a Lancelot pseudo.
A Lancelot.
Lancelot, I think, yeah. Gushin as well, maybe? If you just
No.
grow...
No.
It's not a
Lancelot
Gushin.
is more pseudo.
Okay.
Trust me.
Okay, so Aurora, you got the Lancelot here, or Balman. I would go Octane, like all the way. You don't even have to say.
It's a little bit difficult for you to do a Kai. Let's see, what shall we give him? Let's give him a Roger. He already has.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, I do
Roger,
have, like,
yeah.
get a cigar in my hand with my gun out, and then...
And that has been removed out from the game in the
really?
last patch.
Okay.
Yes.
I just know because we had the graphics up here early on, and you know, yeah, we have to. We forget about that, but yeah, I understand. Roger maybe would suit me with the whole beard thing, you know.
Giant gun.
Yeah, it's okay. So we have a Roger on the panel, we have an Aurora, and we have a Lancelot. Let us know in the comments, what do you like to cosplay as? Who's your favorite hero? Because right now we're going to go for a very short break. When we come back, it's going to be Tyrants going up against Team XD. See you guys later. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.